Beck.
And I'm Stephanie.
I messed that up.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a thing. What tea are you drinking? We'll start with that.
Okay, I am drinking one of the teas I got from that women's wellness sample pack. So I am drinking what's called the Star, and it's super yummy. It says organic before all the ingredients, but so just know that
Just
it
know.
is if you're curious. Yeah. Apples, California jujubes, which are red dates. You can look into that.
Yeah.
Because I know you will.
Probably.
Dandelion root, ginger, cinnamon, Madagascar vanilla beans, cardamom, star anise, shatavari, ashwagandha, roses, jasmine, vanilla powder, and vanilla extract.
So just everything's in there, basically.
All the things. It's very ginger forward. It tastes, the ginger's pretty strong, but it's good. It's not like I can't drink it because the ginger's so strong. It's just that's what I taste the most out of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you? What are you drinking today?
I am also drinking the Magic Hour tea. But I got the small batch from them, their Halloween small batch. I'm drinking their haunted hibiscus. It's mirrored, so pretend that you can read that. It's again all organic, so just bear with me. It's hibiscus, cranberry fruit, blackcurrant, cherry, organic cloves. Why did I say organic? Anyway, cinnamon and other flavors. It's pretty fun because it's actually like red.
It's so red.
It's so red.
It's like vampire tea. Super.
It's very haunted and it's very good. I also it came with kettle corn kiss. It came with black cat brownie, but as it is later in the afternoon, I am not going to drink caffeinated beverages. Otherwise, I'm just going to be up all night. But I made my husband some candy corn, which is honeybush, safflower, calendula, and other flavors.
Did he like it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He loves honey. And they smell amazing, dude.
Yeah.
So
they're so fragrant. Yeah.
But I thought haunted hibiscus was a good thematic for today's haunting episode.
Yes.
Speaking of, I didn't do any Pokemon hunting. Did you?
I did.
Did you?
A little bit.
All right.
Very little. And I didn't find anything new. But I got a bunch of like Sinistes because they're everywhere right now. And I got all phony, by the way.
Course.
I looked that up though, and it's like if it's not phony, you need 400 candies to evolve them. So like,
cool.
I don't even care if I don't get one at this point. And then I got some Rowlets, the little owl, which of course.
Were they costumed?
I love that. Yes. Some of them. And yeah, I've been getting a lot of Pikachus. I didn't put him. I don't care about him. Yeah. And then Pumpkaboos, and I love those ones. I love those ones. So I got a bunch of those ones. What I did do, I don't even play this game anymore, but I had some coins and I saw the teapot head. And I'm like, I got to do it.
Yeah.
So I did it. And then I said it to you. I'm like, oh my God, look. You did it. And so now our characters have dumb teapots on our heads. But you have to. It's so brand. Gotta do it.
Do I have the Pokemon card? I don't have it within reaching distance. Otherwise, I would put it.
Yeah.
But that is so loud. I am so sorry, guys. I have to show everybody what that looks like. Oh,
it's so stupid. And I'm the same way. You can go to your friends and show them me. We're both dumb, dude.
So good. Oh, there you are. I just had to look for the. There she is. Oh, good. And you're stupid like Magikarp.
I need to get all the candies.
I know.
That's the only reason why. And I don't even have 3. I have like 280 something. It's like such a slow process.
They started a new project where like you get a daily stupid
Oh,
face.
the lucky egg. Yeah. Yeah.
But aside from that, I really have not like done
No.
any of the like dailies or
Oh
I
no,
just
neither
never
have I.
I
I just
just
turn
never
on
need
once in a
to
while and there's
send
some
a
synesthetes and stuff, and
send a
yeah.
gift and get
Yeah.
Stardust.
But I didn't get anything new. I feel like I don't know. I'm not gonna like delete it or anything. I know once in a while I'll
No.
probably get in the mood again eventually.
Yeah.
Just like Animal Crossing, like they're coming out with an update January 15th. I am sure. Will I get hooked on it? I don't know, but I'm
It
definitely gonna
depends, I think,
play
on
it. I'm gonna
yeah.
try it out and see how it goes. I just want a new one.
Yeah, that's kind of where my disappointment was is that I was hoping for a new game altogether, not just like a because I
I
think
think
when they gave us the Happy Home Paradise, they're like, "This is the last DLC we're gonna put out," and then
yeah, just kidding. But I think there is a new game coming out, and I think so many people have been like begging for it, and it may be
yeah,
just
they're
in the
probably
works where they're
just
kind of giving something for us to kind of
here, shut the
eye
fuck
us
up.
over. Yeah, I honestly think that that's probably
Probably,
what it is. Yeah. So I guess we'll see.
we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if that happens, we might go back to a few episodes of
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Here and there. Be fun. Yeah.
I need to not play with a pen while we're talking. Um, anything else new before we get
Uh,
into the books that we read this last 3
no.
weeks since we're trying
Oh, me
to
and my
stay
husband had
on.
our 16th anniversary
Oh
on
yeah,
Friday.
happy
So,
Halloween anniversary!
thank you. Yeah. 16 years, and my kids had fun and dressed up and did the whole thing. Of course, that was
For your
pretty much
anniversary,
it.
that's very nice of them.
Isn't that sweet? No,
Yes.
it's funny when we got married, I remember talking about that. Like, I know like our anniversaries are going to be spent like with the kids trick or treating, but I don't care. It's worth it because getting married on Halloween was so cool. We don't really like do much anyways. Like, we'll go out to dinner next weekend or something.
Yeah.
It's not like oh, we have to celebrate it on the day. Like, I'm okay with that
Well, and
because
that's part
it
of
was just
being married anyway, you know?
yeah, and it's I love Halloween, so it's a fun day. It's a fun day to
It's almost like you loved
celebrate our
it enough to get
anniversary.
married on it.
I remember saying that in high school to my mom. I'm like, I'm gonna get married on Halloween. She's like, oh, Stephanie, and then I did.
Stephanie.
Yeah, so it's pretty funny.
It is really
But
funny,
anyways,
actually.
so books.
Books. What did you read first?
I will start off with so when I left off last time, I had started Harvest Home.
Yes. Your
Uh,
favorite book of all time,
so good.
from what I remember.
Yeah. It's by Thomas Tryon. Tryon.
Sounds right.
Um, so this is a story about the Constantine family, and they leave New York City and all the hustle and bustle, and they decide to move to this small, remote Connecticut village known as Cornwall Coombe. And he wants to move there just for he thinks like it'd be better for his family, and he's also an artist, and he thinks that would be like he can get back to his art stuff. So they find this community and they love the way they practice the old ways, and they have these like for celebrating fertility rites centered around corn cultivation, which is kind of funny in my opinion. And so they have this annual Harvest Home festival, and Ned, who is the dad, becomes suspicious of the village's secrets and growing influence of the matriarch, and her name is the Widow Fortune. And this leads to a big confrontation that disrupts one of their biggest traditions, and it kind of downward spirals from there, even though it takes a millennia to get to that point. So I know, like with these books and reviewing them, you're going to notice I kind of sound like the ultimate man hater. And that's because I am. No, I'm not. I'm kidding.
If the shoe fits.
But these books, like, okay, I will say, like, skip ahead 3 minutes or so because there's going to be spoilers with what really
Yeah, I
irked me
to be
about.
fair, I've never cared about spoilers, so I'm one of those people
Yeah.
that do not care. So if you do care,
Yeah.
skip ahead.
Yeah. It's not worth the time to read, but if you want to, that's you. Um, so,
If you're watching us, then I
yeah,
assume. Yeah.
yeah, like just don't even, just
Yeah.
don't. So here's a couple things that happened that pissed me off in no particular order. So, well, this is kind of in order, but Ned ends up like, so there's this woman Tamar, and she's like the town's Jezebel, right? She's like very lustful. Okay. And he ends up like making out with her, like they're kissing. Okay. But then he stops because he's married. And he goes home to his wife, and she finds out about it. And she's like the calmest angry I have ever seen. She's like, shouldn't have done that. And then she kind of is standoffish with him. And he's like, why is she like that? Why is she overreacting?
How could she possibly be mad?
And you're just reading this like,
dude,
are you serious right now? Also, it gets better because he ends up running into the woman Tamar that he had kissed. They have a confrontation where they're yelling at each other. This is going to get a little explicit, but he gets excited from it and's like, gets mad that he's excited. So he tries to drown her. And then he's like, I'm going to start having, and then he rapes her while he's trying to drown her. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just going to rape her to death. She doesn't die, but like, what are you fucking doing? Like, what am I reading? And then he made it like, well, she was asking for it. Oh yeah.
The author did, or like the character did, or like
the character,
one in the same.
The character, because well, there was like a part where they were. Don't like quote me if you do read this book, but there's a part where she's like telling him to do it, but like, so
yeah,
so it's like, yeah. So his wife finds out. She stays with him. It's just a lot of chaos, and that's kind of when all the shit starts, the craziness. As if that wasn't enough. And I'm reading this book, and I'm like, there has to be some kind of like, possession or entity. I mean, I don't want to read that regardless because it was pretty graphic. No, I was reading this like, I refuse
to read anything like that anyway.
But I'm thinking, okay, something. Nope, that's just him. And then there's another part. This is out of order, but so his wife, Beth, wants to have another kid prior to the knowing about he's a rapist, but and she's trying to get pregnant. She ends up thinking she's pregnant. She ends up going to the city to kind of find out what's, and she finds out she's not, and it's like the super sad thing for her. And then come to find out her husband's infertile, so they can't have any kids anymore. Because oh shit, like the measles or mumps, or he had something where it caused him to be infertile. Anyway,
yeah. But anyways, he knew, I'm assuming.
So they have a kid, but
yeah, after the fact,
this happened, he kind of thought he did, but he did go to the city too, figured out that he was infertile, figured out that his wife already knew. So when he goes home to like confront her about it, he describes her as, now she wants another child, found out that she's not going to be able to have one with him anyway, and she's faithful, so she's
coming to terms
about
with it. Yeah.
And he doesn't know, or she doesn't know that he knows, but he walks in and his inner monologue is talking about, she could really use some lipstick. Why was that even in the book?
Yeah.
What? Like that she looked like shit. She needs some lipstick. And anyways, I was just getting so mad. I guess there's like, I guess you could say she gets revenge, but I didn't like it. It was terrible. But anyways, that's the end of the spoilers. It wasn't good. So unfortunately, it was a disappointing read. I also felt like it mocked like paganism, and the idea of goddesses and like the worship of Mother Earth, and I don't like that. Like, don't mock that. Don't turn it into something it's not either. Like, this is how the world would be if we, no, it's not.
Especially at that time, because it was written what, like the
70s.
70s, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was probably like hippies bad kind of book,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously I do not recommend it. And it's unfortunate because I've had this on my TBR for a little while and
It's
it
on it
sounded
was on
so
mine.
good.
Yeah.
And then I did see some clips. There was a show that came out and like based off of this. I think it was in the late 70s.
Mhm.
And I did watch a bunch of clips from it like on YouTube
Yeah.
because obviously, you know, I read the book. I want to see, and it's kind of funny there was none of that craziness, but I was laughing at some of it because just the acting and everything, like it being so old, it was kind of
Yeah,
funny.
it's really funny.
You looked it up. You did it last episode when you looked it up. You just saw the lady. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. Anyway, so yeah, womp womp.
Womp
Not the
womp.
best.
Well, on my
Yeah.
end though,
Oh,
also an older book, but I feel like probably the difference though is that mine was written by a woman.
does make me yeah.
I read I had it read to me. It's the same
Mhm.
shit, whatever.
Yeah.
The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. It's 62 pages, which is roughly like 45 minutes of listening time. It's a classic for a reason. Crazy. So it's our female main character has just recently given birth. I think her baby's like a year old. She's had the SADS since the baby was born. So we know nowadays that that's probably postpartum depression, but back then,
Yeah.
we don't know that.
Yeah.
Also, her husband is a pretty well-known physician. He's well respected. So what he says goes, which is pretty typical of the time. Pretty typical of the time now too.
Yeah.
But
Same. Yeah.
Also her brother is too. So
Oh.
if her husband and her brother are saying the same thing, then it must
Yeah.
be. So she's kind of put on this like very limited rest. So they decide to go, they're having their house redone. So they go, it's very much like rich white lady. I should preface this with like, she's a white lady. She has a nanny. I understand that this is white feminism, but it still has its merits.
Yeah.
So her house is getting redone. So they go to this like lake house. And the only room that is habitable to them is a nursery that is at the very top of the stairs. But the husband feels like it's safe because it has bars on the windows and you can see outside. So it's probably fine. But she's not allowed to write. Allowed is not the word that he uses. He's just, I feel bad for you, darling. You need to rest. Like, don't overexert yourself.
Right.
Yada, yada. The nanny has the baby. It's okay. Just rest. Don't overexert. So basically this woman is just like not doing shit day in and day out. So she's just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So she's just like looking out the windows. And this nursery has this ugly ass yellow wallpaper that just at the end of the day, she's just like looking at it and she's like, can we at least like tear it down or like paint over it or like, cause like even like this design doesn't match. It's just like ugliest color. And like the kids before us must have like done something because like there's like rips and stuff. They must have hated it too. Can we do something? He's like, no, we're only going to be here for like 3 weeks. Just leave it alone. It's fine. It's just wallpaper. But she doesn't have shit to do. And by the way, like this is told, the entire story is told through like diary entries that she's kind of like stolen. Like, the nanny's outside with the baby. So like, I have time to write this. Right. And then slowly she starts to see like, oh, I understand why I don't like this wallpaper because this like design here slopes down and like doesn't match up with this design here. And then like a couple of days later, she's like, the wallpaper like moves at night. So like it's just slowly over time that like she
Her
starts
descent.
yes. And then
Yeah.
the ending, dude, the ending. The last like 5 minutes of you listening to the story, you're just
Really?
yes. So
Don't tell me.
listen to it, please.
I will.
Yeah,
don't tell me.
it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Worth it. Worth
Yeah.
it. And then
I
we can
definitely
talk
will.
about it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Ooh, it sounds really good.
It is very good. So it's part of the thematic of Halloween, but like, you know,
Yeah.
not plastic Halloween, I guess.
Nice. Nice. No, it sounds
And you know, it's
super,
been
super
like
interesting.
it's been one of those things that's been on like my radar for like literally forever. It's just one I've just never
Yeah.
actually gotten to it. And I think because I've just been kind of like over some of the books lately.
Yeah.
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 I was just like, you know what? I got time.
I know.
Let's
That's
just
like
put it on.
we're gonna read. We want to read the East of Eden,
Yeah.
and it's such of a classic too that I want to read.
That and I want to read the Bell Jar too, but
Me too.
I think
Me
that's
too.
also probably going to be one of those that's like white lady feminism, but I still think it has its merits.
Yeah,
But
for its time, and there's
yeah,
something you can take away from him, I'm sure.
well, and you got to understand like it's semi autobiographical and whatever. I didn't say that right, but you got it.
That's okay. Yeah, I got you.
And Sylvia Plath, like her entire
Yeah.
livelihood is just what happened to her. You know, like her entire story
crazy.
just ends up being what happened to her.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree. Well, I'm going to definitely read that. Are you going to buy it? Did you buy it?
I probably will. It's
Yeah.
probably short enough that I could probably. I have to be very much more selective because I'm running out of room,
I know.
dude.
All the books. I love it though. It's so good. Yes. All the books. I love it though. That's
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I see it every time I go to like Barnes and Noble and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and I've read about it and been interested in it, and it's one of those things you like add it to your TBR, and then you just kind of
keep scrolling.
And I think the reason why is because like I'm no longer influenced by book talk anymore like I was. And that was like taking up every bit of my time is reading all these recommendations. And now I'm like, you know what?
I think that is an important topic of conversation for us too, is that we I think anybody that watches this do know that we kind of have stepped away from TikTok anyway. But
Yeah.
And you can see it in my reading as well, very pretty boldly. I don't read anything that's like on book talk anymore because it's just I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's just it's all
I feel like we've wasted so much time reading
so much
books that
time and
haven't
there's no
been
substance.
No.
I mean, we get in this discussion with like ACOTAR a lot too, and had we read Throne of Glass first, we probably wouldn't have liked ACOTAR, but it was a good entry, or it was a gateway drug. But
It was.
even that still has kind of like a, I don't know, it just doesn't.
I just wish talk would have grown with us, but we grew by ourselves.
Yes.
And I think that's what happened.
And
we like moved away. I mean, I was reading all those books, and at first I was liking a lot of them, but then I'm like, this is the same thing
over and over.
And then it was like just trope over content and just one thing after another. And finally it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Now I don't like, I got a lot of information on like Brandon Sanderson. I think true fantasy Rex are like a little different because I've gotten quite a bit of those that I have actually enjoyed. I think it's just like the cool girl thing is like romantasy and dark romance and all that, and I definitely have stepped away from that. And
it's not, I shouldn't say that I'm like against people reading because you're reading fantastic. Love that for you. I think it's a good thing. It's just that
absolutely
after the market becomes so saturated that it's just the same book over and over again. So you might as well just
Yeah.
go back to the first book you read. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. I know.
Yeah.
And that's me too. Like I love that people are reading. And if that's what you enjoy, like truly, like
Yeah.
good for you. I don't care what you read. It just sucks when I enjoyed it so much and it's like I don't have that space anymore.
Mhm.
So I think that's kind of what makes me say like I don't care what you read. Read.
No.
Read all the stuff you want that I may not care for. That's fine. But it sucks when like I really enjoyed it and now it's like we kind of lost our space and it's like, oh, I go back on Book Talk just to take a peek and I'm like, this is the same shit.
Yeah.
Like and like if you like that, cool. I don't. So
No.
yeah. And it's a lot harder to find like things to read, especially like with like our preferences and stuff. It's kind of hard.
It's hard to find good recommendations too, because a lot of the times it's just it's the same. It's a echo chamber. Everybody's going to recommend the same book, and then you go over to read it, and then you're just like, this book. Yeah. This is the book that you recommend.
Exactly. Yeah, of all the books.
Of all the books? Of the thousands of books that are out there in this.
And my thing is like, I think a lot of these girls or women, because that's who I like to watch, I think they maybe just didn't, they're just stuck in this loop. And it's like, they should try. Give it a whirl. Give something else.
And
give it a try.
Liking what you like.
Oh, no, me too. But there's nothing wrong with like branching out and trying new things. You know, and I mean, if they did and they just, maybe it's something they just can't get into. Like, I get like people sometimes can't get into like fantasy or romantic girls trying to read Sanderson and they're bored out of their mind. And like, sure. But
yeah, but I was going to say something. And maybe that's going to be a little pretentious of me, but like, shouldn't that be like a red flag to yourself that if like you're bored because there's not intimacy in a book?
Yeah.
That should be a red flag to yourself that maybe I need to reevaluate my. And I'm not saying that like, I'm not a prude, obviously. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have preferences. If that's something that is a preference for you, absolutely fine. But it shouldn't be to the point where that is all you can read, because otherwise you get bored, because then that is a sign of addiction.
Well, it's also unhealthy.
Yes.
Because if you try to base your real life, like if you try to, obviously with dark romance is a little different because that's clearly unhealthy. But even with romances, like these women are women are typically writing these men. They don't exist.
They don't.
It's not real.
And it's not fair to find that. Good men either, you know?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And you're not going to find that. And if you, I don't want, like, especially young girls reading this thinking they got to find someone who acts like this and talks like this. He acts like that and talks like that and makes you kick your feet because he was written by a woman.
Yeah, so you're gonna be a lesbian.
It's fantasy.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. You know, it's yeah. But
I digress.
Which is kind of funny because with dark matter.
Yeah, go ahead. Segue.
I kind of get into that a little bit because something made me mad. But this book, so Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, had so much fucking potential. Like, could have been so good, but it let me down. So I feel like I'm too judgy and picky, but that's how I am. So
I think that's a good thing though, because then you're not wasting your time.
Yeah, I had a really good read, and I will talk about that later. It was a 5-star. I'm gonna buy it, put it on my shelf, whole 9. But right now, I'm talking about Dark Matter. So I have had this on my TBR for literal years. Like when not too long after we first started reading, and I started getting into like the splatterpunk. This is not splatterpunk, but it was one of those like psychological horrors that sounded really interesting, and I'm like, yes. So I finally decided to read it. So physics professor Jason Desson wakes up in a alternate reality after being abducted, right? He's abducted and taken away. So when he wakes up as like a celebrated genius who chose a different path, and like it starts kind of spiraling from there. So in this book, it brings up a lot of really awesome
ideas,
like questions in your brain. the what ifs, right? So in this book, like every time you have had a crossroads in your life, you have taken the other path. It's just not in your reality, right? Dimensions, right? So like there's so many ways your life could have went, and they're happening. It's just not your reality, right? It's happening somewhere else. So and then what if you could unlock the door to all these different dimensions and take a glimpse at all the other lives you could have had? Like would you go through a different door? Like are you truly happy with the decisions you have made to put you in this current reality, if you will? So like all these like really cool questions, right? So sounds pretty neat and everything. So at its core, this book is a love story. It is. It's has all that fun stuff in it, but it's also a love story. And I'm not going to get into the plot too much because I don't want to like spoil things, but the love story, which is the main point, fell so flat. So it's, you know, this man, Desson, his Jason Desson, his like love spans across space and time, right? Through all the dimensions. And no matter where he went or where he could have gone or where his life could have taken or all the success in the world, he would always choose her. And I already said something more beautiful that was written in this book because it was all about how she looks.
Oh God.
All of it. Now, I don't care that he thinks she's gorgeous and beautiful and the most perfect looking girl he's ever seen with the most perfect body. I don't care. Cause like, yeah, sure. You're going to love that. I get that. But that's it.
That's it.
You're not, I wanted back to romanticy. That's what I wanted though. If your love
Spans. Yeah.
crossed everything, I would never choose another life. And you're like, cause she's hot.
Because she's the hottest bitch I know.
What? So I wanted deep feelings. I love reading stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like, God, somebody came up with this. I wanted some hosier lyrics, you know, some poetry.
Written by a man,
like,
by the way.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
profound words to express like how deep this love was and that you would trade nothing for her. And I got, it's just so beautiful. And
She's
I mean,
hot.
also, the ending was kind of silly too. Like, I'm not a writer. I don't know how you could have ended this. Kind of made me laugh. Again, I can't really say anything about it because it would be a spoiler, but something happens and it's just silly to me. And I get what he was doing. No. But anyways, I think it wouldn't have been a 5-star because the ending was very lackluster.
Yeah.
But everything, the idea of the you know, what if he chose another path? Because like what happens is he's a professor in his other life, and he ends up inventing this where you can travel, but he gets jealous of that life he could have had, so he like trades, and then all of this craziness for her, but she's hot, so like
But she's hot. Cool.
I wish there was more substance to her. I don't care that he wants to describe her beauty. I do, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
if that's all it is,
love that deep should not be that there's hot girls everywhere. Like there should be a lot more to it.
yeah.
So that was what kind of it just. I was thinking, ooh, like I was waiting for the moment of where he like talks about it, and he's like her big, beautiful Spanish eyes, and I'm like, and then moves on. And I'm like, that's it.
That's
all I'm
it.
getting. So for me, it's a no. I guess Apple TV made like a who is it?
It's Jeff.
It's Jeff.
Did you not
Apple
see him in the
TV.
reflection?
I saw him. Tell him to come say hi.
I will afterwards.
Oh, so he, what was I going with that? I lost
Apple
my train of thought.
TV.
Oh yeah, they came out with like a show. I'm not gonna watch it. It's probably terrible. But you're interested, you could give it a whirl.
After this glowing review,
Yes,
you could
Jennifer
go and watch
Connelly's
it.
in it. I
Who?
like her. Jennifer Connelly from like Labyrinth and Requiem for a Dream and
Oh, with the super bright eyes. Got
yeah,
it.
she's in it. I watched a trailer, and it's so funny because I showed Adam this trailer. He's like, "Oh, that looks pretty awesome." I'm like, "You would think."
You would think.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So you had a reread.
I did. I reread The Haunting of Hill House. And it's no surprise because y'all know me. At least you do. The Haunting of Hill House is one of my favorite books of all time. Which is why it oh shit, I need to not play with pens. Which is why I thought it was worth a reread, because I thought I have done all of this growth and all of this personal like thinks and thoughts, and I thought maybe it would be a different book to me this time. Eleanor Vance. Eleanor Vance is asked to partake in this supernatural study by Dr. Montague, and she kind of has nothing else to do. She was the sole caregiver of her mother, but she recently passed. She's Eleanor is 32 years old, and that's basically all she's been doing for the last however long. So she's never really gotten the opportunity to have friends or a husband or boyfriend or anything else. So she's kind of a lonely girl. She, after her mom passes away, she moves in with her sister and her husband and her kids. And that's kind of what she's been doing for the last little while until she's asked to partake in this study with Dr. Montague, where she's taken to Hill. Well, she's not taken to, but she drives to Hill House. Dr. Montague, he decides that Hill House is the only official haunted house that he has ever been able to find on record. So he asks Eleanor and this other woman, Theodora, to join him at Hill House to see what the effects of a haunted house actually do have on people that have kind of like more of like a supernatural history, to see what like a haunted house will actually do to you. He is also joined by Luke, who is who is supposed to inherit Hill House, but because of the house's history, the people that own it didn't want anybody to rent it without having somebody that is attached to the house. Right. Yeah. So because there's been a history of murders and deaths and whatnot, because it's a haunted house. So that's the gist of it. It's like one of the original haunted house stories. Oh, you hear Milo?
Yeah.
his little scratches. All right, see you later. Love you.
Tap, tap,
tap, tap, tap, tap, tap. I don't know. He loves like just hanging out under my desk for some reason. Anyway, so it's not that it's a haunted house story is why it's my favorite. Eleanor is the single most relatable character I've ever come across in a story, as far as what is going on through her head the entire time that she is like with these other people on her way to Hill House. She kind of has this like maladaptive, I'm just outing myself here, but she kind of has this like maladaptive thought process as she's going to Hill House. So like she stops along the way. She's like, oh, I could live here, and I could have white curtains, and I could have a white cat, and I could have my favorite flowers are oleanders because of Hill House.
Yeah.
And so like the entire time you kind of just like she just has this internal monologue of like who she could be and like all of this like inner like you can just tell that she's just this lonely girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also she stops at this diner and probably one of my favorite moments happens at this diner, and I'm going to share it with you because it's very topical. So there's like there's this little girl that's making a fuss. She's refusing her milk because she doesn't have her cup of stars. So the mom is telling the dad about like she'll have her. She's fussing because she has a cup at home. She calls it her cup of stars because you can see the stars while she drinks her milk. The waitress nodded, unconvinced, and the mother told the little girl, "You'll have your milk from your cup of stars tonight when we get home, but just for now, just be a very good little girl, and you'll take the little milk from the glass." And Eleanor, in her own little head, she's like, "Don't do it," Eleanor told the little girl. "Insist on your cup of stars. Once they've trapped you into being like everyone else, you'll never see your cup of stars again. Don't do it." And the little girl glanced at her, smiled a little subtle, dimpling, wholly comprehending smile, and shook her head so stubbornly at the glass. Brave girl, Eleanor thought. Wise, brave little girl. So that's actually why I love stars and blue so much, is because of
That's so cool.
The Haunting of Hill House. So that's why I have my cup of stars.
Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that so much.
I love it too. Unfortunately, the way that Eleanor is, and if you look at like the reviews that other people have, especially men, they don't particularly like Eleanor as a character. They find her a little fussy or a little strange, or especially some of the decisions she makes along the way, or especially about halfway through. But you start to understand that it's not necessarily the decisions that she's making, it's kind of the house that is steering her in a way.
Right.
And it is another one of those things that you kind of have to read between the lines. Like, it's not necessarily just a haunted house book. It's like, what is the expectation of women? What is the expectation of like unwed women? What is because Luke is an unwed man that's just allowed to flirt with these girls and with no consequence. But he tells both of them the same thing, you know, and it kind of comes out later that he's kind of flirting with both of them, like as an expectation, and it ends up being kind of like a point of contention between the two girls, and it's like, so it's very interesting. It by all means does have its moments of spook too, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But the commentary is really what makes it my favorite book. One of my favorite books. Awesome. 5 stars. Read it. Please.
Yeah. I know. You told me to read it forever ago and I still haven't. I need it. I need to get to that.
I'll lend it to you. Actually, I think I may have already lended it to you.
No.
No?
I
don't see it up there.
Nope.
Interesting.
I don't have it.
Anyway.
But I do want to read it. So
yeah.
I'll double check.
It's like 7 hours long.
I'll double check. I don't think I have it.
I love the Zoom.
I hate it.
I think it's so funny.
Anyways, yeah, I do want to read that. I'll have to check after to see if I do have it.
Get your cup of stars.
I'll get my cup. I love that. I love that so much.
Oh, also, there's a Netflix show that has the same name. It's not.
I watched that.
It's not exactly the same at all.
Yeah. I remember you telling me.
It does take like names and moments from like the book, but it's not the same whatsoever. So if you're like trying to pick up the book because it's the same as it's not.
Yeah.
Also, I liked them separately as their own, but
Mm.
I feel like the ending of the Netflix show
Yeah.
kind of had like a Game of Thrones situation.
Right.
And Game of
Wah, wah.
Thrones himself, but I
Yeah.
think up until the ending, it's a very good show, but the ending
Yeah.
kind of was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. As happens with so many
it's
things.
you did so well.
I know.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway,
So do you want to talk about
that's up to you. Do you want to go over your last book first, and then we can do the book of the month, or
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. Well, we'll just do that. That'll be easier. So my 5-star read this month
Yay!
was The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. And what's funny is I so I usually tandem read. I well, not at the same time, but like I will listen and then before I go to bed, I read, right? So I do both. And I bought this book thinking the audiobook was out and it wasn't. It just came out at like October 20 something. So I saw it was finally released. I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, I wanted to read this." It's so good. So it seems like psychological trauma is just
Just in at the
a
moment.
theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that was your
it
October theme, huh?
yeah, I guess. It's just a thing for me lately, and this just definitely didn't deviate off course. God,
It just seems like you're rocking.
I know. So The Silent Companions is about a woman, Elsie, and she marries Rupert Bainbridge, and she
Rupert.
becomes pregnant. He dies, sad, and then she inherits.
Oh no, what happened to you? There you go.
go. I'm back. She inherits his crumbling estate and moves in with his like weird cousin. She's a little odd. Her name's Sarah. She's out there. Anyways, she gets there and discovers this locked room and is like, I wonder what's inside. Don't ever do that.
No.
But she gets inside and discovers this life-size wooden figure, and it looks kind of like her, which is really odd. And they are known, well, it's known as a silent companion. You learn where that comes from later on, why it's called that. But ever since she unlocked this door and found that one, now they're just appearing around the house. You'll like be outside, you'll look up in the window, there they are. There's like 2 of them looking at you, and you go up there, they're not there. So they just start kind of moving around and showing up everywhere, and it's really creepy. So all these unsettling and like unfortunate events start occurring once these companions are found. So we do follow 3 timelines in the story. So you have Elsie, who I just spoke of, right now currently is mute and in an asylum, and something happened, right? Which I read. But so it's and that is sorry, I'm looking for the year 1866. So right now, 1866, she's in an asylum and she's meeting with a doctor. Now she can't tell her story, but she can write. So we also get into Elsie's past, and that's what I pretty much just read. You start learning the story of the events that led up to now. And then you also get a glimpse of a ancestor of Rupert who had passed, an old ancestor named Anne Bainbridge, and her diary. And Anne Bainbridge dabbled in witchcraft and had a child she wasn't supposed to, a little girl, and you find out all about her and kind of the connection that she has with Elsie. And then it goes off. In the end, it's so good. At the end, I was like, because it's one of those books where it does keep you guessing. Like, you don't know, you're going between 2 thoughts, either, and this isn't really a spoiler, you thinking she's crazy, or are these things happening?
Right.
And you'll read parts and be like, oh, she's crazy. And then you'll read another part and be like, well. So I like how it does that. You're just constantly back and forth in your mind. And like it literally, I never once could like, I'll try to be like, oh, that's what it is. I could not, I didn't have that once in my brain where I was like, this is what it is. I know what it is. I couldn't have possibly guessed the ending, which, oh, when a book does that, I love it. But so it's like a really great blend of like horror and like the supernatural and also like the psychological thriller aspect of it. It's just perfectly married, in my opinion. The only thing I'm giving it 5 stars. I'm buying it because it's all the things I love, but it does get a little confusing with the 3 timelines. You kind of not confusing to where you don't understand. It's just, oh yeah, I'm here now. Like I'm reading about. It can be a little bit and I'm like not I probably read at a low grade level, so
we're not
everybody
even
else
talk
probably
about that, dude.
other people would read this and be like, how is that confusing? But don't be mean to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
A little confusing, but really good. It checks all the boxes. Gothic horror, a crumbling estate with hauntings, unsettling dread, twists and turns. I got the spooks. It's one of those books like you're reading it and you look up and see like let me close my closet because this shadow looks like the outline of a silent companion. No, it's just creepy. Ugh. It's so good though, and I think you should read it one day.
Oh yeah, I probably will.
I recommend it 100%, 5 stars, gonna buy it. I also want to read more books by this author because I love her writing. She really like puts it in my head what's happening.
She does the movie image or the brain movie.
Very, very good too. And she writes in a way that gives you that dread, which I think is kind of hard to do, to give you that like,
oh, the pit of the stomach.
Anya Alborn, I think, does that well too.
Oh yeah,
but I'm reading it and I'm just like, oh, even listening to it, I'm doing my puzzle and I'm like, this is creepy, bro. Like,
side note,
so yeah,
Jake, Bolin, and Jeff and I, we were playing this game, Demonologist, and my shoulders were just like in my ears the entire time. Because I feel like that's what your book was. Yeah. They got so mad at me because the entire time I'm like, I'm just gonna stay out here, guys.
That's so funny. Yeah, read it. It's so good.
I talk a big game about reading scary books, and then I can't even play scary games.
You'll like it. I think you'll really like this book. I do. Oh, you'll probably be one of the ones who reads it and is like,
yeah,
was confused, and I'll be like, don't worry about that. Yeah, it's not confusing at all.
No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
No, I got because we're going to go on to the next book because it's the book of the month. Yeah. But you read it first, and then you said that there was a little bit of like it was weird at the beginning. I also found it was weird at the beginning, so I'm probably going to be in the same boat as you. So that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I was not into it at first at all. But we have to preface our review.
Yes, that's why we kept it to the last, because if you do not want spoilers at all, you can leave us now. Well, I guess maybe not right now, because we'll go over what it is. We'll tell you when to leave.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Bye.
Maybe.
No, I'm just kidding.
So our book of the month was The Last House on Needless Street. Hold on, let me get my notes going.
Yes. By Catriona Ward.
Yeah. Is it Catriona or is it Catriona? I don't know.
I'd say Catriona because there's an O. There
is an O and an I. It's 337 pages. Mystery horror. It's on Kindle Unlimited, right? But like again, we always tandem read with the audiobook. It's like Whisper Sync or whatever it's called. So that's not on Kindle Unlimited, but whatever. Ted lives a pretty secluded life. It's just him, his cat, and his daughter living in this dilapidated house on Needless Street, off the way from a lake where children used to go missing years ago. And he's doing his best. He goes to see a psychiatrist once every couple of weeks. He is raising his daughter the best that he can. He makes pickle sandwiches. He goes to his weekend house every once in a while. But then he gets a new neighbor. Dee moves into the house next door because she suspects that Ted had something to do with the disappearance of her sister 11 years ago at the lake where the children went missing. Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay.
That's yeah, because you can't go too much into it.
There are some chapters that are from the cat's perspective, and that's why we decided to read this book, because I read a book a couple months ago that was the Hollow Kingdom, that was in the perspective of a crow. So that's where if you do not want spoilers, you may exit now.
Bye.
So yeah, or come back in like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to see what our final thoughts are on it. But what'd you think?
I honestly still don't know
what to think.
I don't know who's real and who's not. I kind of saw it coming. So with the rugs changing color and the freezer, the box.
So we should mention that the big reveal is that Ted has he has multiple personality disorder.
Yeah,
the cat,
they used to call it that. Now they call it dissociative identity disorder or something. Yeah. The
cat and his daughter are officially him. Like for sure him.
For sure him.
We're not entirely sure if there are other characters at play that are part of his, what do you call it?
Personalities?
Yeah.
Like one of his.
Yeah, part of the ecosystem that exists within his realm. There are different levels of his house. Like there's the inner world, outer world. So his weekend house was just him going further into himself. So we don't know if Dee was a real person or not.
No, or his doctor.
That was another thing that we're not 100% sure.
And I've read about it. I've looked up things, and it goes. Some people are like yes, some people are like nope. So it's kind of up for I guess interpretation. I still don't know. I can't say yes or no if they're real or not.
No. I am on the fence of that. I think they're fake because the prescriptions were very out of date.
Yes.
So that would make sense that he was probably taking his mother's medication. By the way, also,
his mom.
It was his mom the entire time. So his mom is the one that was doing the kids in, and he was abusing him, and that's how he developed the dissociative identity disorder. So
she was horrible.
But terrible. For the first like 50-60% of the book, you're steered to think that Ted is the one that was responsible for these murders, and then you're taken back to no, he's just a victim of trauma.
Yes. I figured out pretty soon that he had multiple
something going on. Yes,
because certain things were coming up. My some of the big things was the color of the rug. Um, the cat reading the Bible, I think was
Cat
the
reading the
biggest
Bible.
giveaway because the cat was super religious, read the Bible, and I'm like, how is he? I go, oh, he's crazy.
Him
I
having a
shouldn't say crazy,
daughter
but he has
was interesting
something.
to me because
Yeah, you had mentioned that.
yes, because if he was really as if he was if he was calling his mom mommy, I don't see how the court system would allow visitation rights to.
Yes. And it would talk about her leaving in such a way because she would only
Mhm.
come for where I was like, this isn't
No.
adding up. So I kind of there was a lot of hints to what was going on. So when you get the reveal, if you will, it's like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then you kind of know, but it goes so deep into it that it's almost like the author said, oh, I know you know about them, but what about the whole
What
story?
about
What about all this?
yeah, because
Because
that
this
to the
ain't
point.
real either. I think that's what she was trying to do. Like, gotcha, because she did, in a sense, because I did think the other characters were real.
Well, to the point where
I was
like
like, that what she was trying to do.
yeah, because Dee's story does not make sense whatsoever, right?
No.
Like if you were trying to make a grieving sister and then like she's scared of snakes, but then like
Yeah.
the period. By the way, most girls know not to like. I don't know. Anyway, take off your shorts and like clean them in the sink, but whatever.
Yeah.
But and then it came out that like she was just trying to cover herself for. But then the girl was already. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all.
No,
So
it didn't.
that's another interesting thing as far as like then she's fake.
But there's like the perspective with her parents and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, is she fake? Because of all that went on.
Right.
I don't know, dude. Like the doctor, I'm pretty convinced was
Right. Because
him. There's just so much going on there.
and there's no like backstory for as far
No,
as like
no, there's none. So that I'm like, okay. But
and that they were like on the TV there was always some self-help guy on the
yes,
TV and then like he just
yep.
mirrored what he was saying and like
I'm
trying
yeah.
to sell a book and like
Sell,
of
sell
course
a book.
yeah.
Yep,
So
of
that makes
course.
sense.
That I'm pretty convinced. It's
Yeah.
not given to us. It's not like eat it,
Here you
but
go. Yeah.
yeah. But I would think that makes the most sense with D. I honestly don't know
Yeah.
because there was backstory to her. There was parents involved, but her story
Legitimately doesn't make
it's
sense.
yeah.
Unless
So
the author is just like cracked.
I don't know. Now we have both agreed that it's not a bad book.
It's not. It's not a bad book.
It's
It's well written.
interesting.
I mean,
Yes, interesting for sure.
the
But
sentence structure makes sense. The imagery makes sense. However, I think a better talented author should have taken control of the story.
yeah, and I don't mean that in like a mean way.
No.
It's just or maybe somebody more well versed in
Or
that
she
mental
should have
illness
taken
who
a
could
step down of like the puzzle.
yes. Yes. Or had somebody help her with it and just rewrite it and rewrite it until it gets right. Because it wasn't bad. Like, I don't want to say she's a bad
No, it
author.
was
She is not. It was
yeah.
interesting. I will say at first, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna read this. Like, this is weird.
I will also say, I think we had different audiobooks too, because you had it switched.
Female.
You had a man
yeah,
and a
male and a
woman.
female. Yeah, I do.
Mine was a man all the way across. However, the cat was annoying regardless.
The worst part.
Worst part.
Almost two
I was
things
to the point
almost.
where
Why
like
am
I almost
so
just
close?
read the cat. Huh?
Why is this zooming in on me? There. Okay. So the beginning, and he's not right. So it's a little hard to read. In the
Yes.
beginning. I'm like, what is this like a kid? Like, what is going on? I learned how to read it, I guess, if that makes sense. It started to, I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. Like I had to get in the mindset of like how to read this. It's not just a normal, like easy whoop. So I started to get kind of how it's going. The cat was getting on my nerves. I almost wanted to DNF it. She kept doing the cat noises.
He did too.
And I'm like, you don't have to do that. Just tell me.
Yeah, just
tell me what's going on. You could do one, and then I could just do the rest of my brain. Let's do that. Let's not keep making that sound. It was
unnecessary.
Yep. But I can't rate it because I don't know. It's not bad.
It's not because we've
great. I won't read it again.
No, and if she rates anything else, I probably won't read anything.
No, but if somebody's like, I really liked it, that's okay.
I can see the merit in that.
I can see that. I can see
because it is a thinker at some points, right?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It does the whole like Fight Club was so good, but it's the same kind of the whole time. But I think that's what she was doing, is giving you these hints to where
but they're kind of, here you go.
But that's why I'm thinking, yes, maybe at the end that was supposed to be the big twist, is like it's all in his head, but it doesn't completely make sense. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I would like to see other people's thoughts. If you guys have read this and have thoughts,
please comment below
or something.
And maybe we're just being willfully ignorant about it because we're just used to. Well, I don't know. Because
I didn't hate it.
No, I didn't hate it either. But I mean, we're just like I've.
What happened?
Well, and like I've
Not
read
what happened, but where, who is it?
I've read what do you call it? Fight Club, like you said. Even Invisible Monsters kind of has like a similar. Have you read that one yet? Has a similar payoff. It's not the same, by the way. It's just
no.
But like, if you're trying to do a twist like that, you kind of have to not. I mean, maybe that just comes back to our initial issue with like TikTok books of if you're not given sex, then people like their hands being held.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's,
or maybe this is what she wanted.
Could be also that.
About it.
Yeah.
Up to your own interpretation. Like, what did you think happened?
That
it's kind of like that
is very like interesting because that could be either way, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, because have you seen like I know you don't watch a whole lot of movies, but have you seen Inception?
Yeah.
So the end when the top is spinning and it kind of starts to wobble, and so when that movie's over, you're like, was he in a dream? You don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a conversation to be had. Like I remember me and Adam talking about it. So if like that was the author's like goal, then like
here we are.
You did it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was interesting reading other people's like analysis of it, and their interpretation of it was pretty interesting. But yeah.
Go read House.
I think it could have been. I think it could have. Yeah, I think it could have been better. But I don't want to like put her down.
No, because like we said, like it wasn't terrible. It wasn't at all. And it was good. It just it
was very unique.
It was very unique. It just kind of missed a mark somewhere.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it. So
anyway.
Good, not great.
Well, I wouldn't even say that because like we've read a lot of books at this point, and like it's even a little better than good. Yeah. But like it's still
the goodest.
Yeah. It doesn't like hit, like how we were saying when we first started, and I think we are able to articulate our feelings and thoughts a little more better now. But when we first started, it was like missing something, a little spice. But now it's like it missed the mark on something. So
You
that's
used to say
just
it's Miss Old
well,
Bay.
Old Bay. It's Miss Little Old Bay. I put Old Bay in everything. Yeah.
I know, it was funny. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. So it's not. I would recommend it to other people. If I knew you like to read and I didn't know what you like to read, I would recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What are you currently reading?
Okay, so I haven't officially started it yet, but I downloaded The Goblin Emperor by Catherine Addison. It's a fantasy fiction steampunk high fantasy. The youngest half goblin son of an emperor has lived his entire life in exile, distant from the imperial court and the deadly intrigue that suffuses it. But when his father and 3 half brothers in line for the throne are killed in an accident, he has no choice but to take his place in the only surviving rightful heir. So it was just something that seemed fun.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks a little fun.
How long is it? Is it long?
It's 446, and it's book 1 of the Chronicles of Orsith, and it was published in 2014. So that's also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking for
things
that are a little older.
But yeah, it just looks a little fun, and his little face.
Cute.
You can't see his face, but it's
it's there.
Yeah. I was kind of looking for something that was a little more I don't know, like fall adjacent.
Yeah.
And a little more
You should read the Milkmaid book. What was that one?
You know
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the what is it called?
I don't remember. Something about a milkmaid.
Yeah, I know it's got like a cow on it.
Yeah.
We stopped reading those, Stephanie.
That was a long one though, but that one had it had stellar reviews, I will say. Not only on Book Talk, just
in general.
I just put Milkmaid and it did not come up. Anyways, wait.
I think it's milking something. Morning Glory Milking Farm. All I had to do is put milking.
Morning Glory Milking Farm.
I'm not reading that.
Neither am I.
It's too. Remember when we used to get
what?
When we used to think 247 pages was long. Yeah, that's all.
We're so
it's
cute.
247
that's
pages.
Short now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that ain't nothing.
I know.
So funny.
What are you reading?
I'm reading Soon by Lewis. It's a man. Lewis. Lois. There's no U, so I'm confused. Last name Murphy. So I'll just read the synopsis here. I got like 2 chapters in, so everything.
We're on the same page here, yeah.
Yeah. So an almost deserted town in the middle of nowhere, Nebula's days of mining and farming prosperity, if they ever truly existed, are long gone. These days, even the name on the road sign into town has been removed. Yet for Pete, an ex-policeman, Millie, Lee, and a small band of others, it's the only place they have ever felt at home. One winter solstice, a strange residual and mysterious mist arrives that makes even birds disappear. It is a real and potent force, yet also strangely emblematic of the complacency and unease that afflicts so many of our small towns and the country that Murphy knows so well. Partly inspired by the true story of Wittenham, an ill-fated West Australian asbestos town, Soon is the story of the death of a haunted town and the plight of the people who either won't or simply can't abandon all they've ever had. With finely wrought characters and brilliant plotting, it is a taut and original novel where the people we came to know and those who are drawn to the town's intrigue must ultimately fight for survival. Does that sound so good?
It does, actually.
Thanks, ChatGPT, for the recommendation.
Right?
Yep.
Sometimes chat
I
is
was
worth it.
like, I was reading this like, what? Yes. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. I'm excited to tell you about it because it sounds.
I'm
Oh,
excited to
please
hear
tell
about
me.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I read that synopsis and I'm like, yes, right away. So, you okay?
Yeah, Milo's just being Milo.
He's being a dumb old dog.
Yeah. Shut up.
Tippy tap.
Yep. I guess it's food time. Do you have anything else?
Did we pick a book of the month?
Oh shit. Yeah, we did. It's what is it?
I know we were like kind of arguing over it too.
Shut up.
We're not
It's
arguing. We're
the
not arguing.
what is the it was the
Did you want to do the Yumi painting?
yeah, do that one.
What's that called again? Shadow. Hold on. It's a Sanderson book. It's his only romance. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter.
That one.
And it sounds so good. So I heard something.
That's Milo. He's crying.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna read the synopsis. You gotta feed your pup. But yeah. So Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson.
Is it actually by him?
Yes.
Really?
It is.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that one.
It's part of the Cosmere.
And then
So I have to read it.
We'll also do the meme of the cranberry in the what do you call it? Cranberries in the
What?
God damn it. And the potato salad. My stepmother from the Caucasus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's it called?
My stepmom from the Caucasus region. I don't know. We'll put it on the. Why am I blurry? Milo walked away, and now I'm blurry. This is slowly started turning into just the worst.
We try our
oh
hardest.
My god! And then you went away.
We try so hard, guys.
We do.
Give us an A for effort.
And then you're just zooming in and out constantly.
We don't know what we're doing.
No, so Yumi and the Nightmare Painter will be for November. Anything else? As I'm just in pixel hell over here.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. That's all for today's episode of Novelty with S&B. Thank you so much for joining us, even though I look like this.
And
yeah.
Don't forget to God dang it, subscribe and leave a comment. I've been your co-host, Stephanie.
And I'm back.
Novelty with S&B. See you in the next chapter. That's perfect.